But yeah, I saw this video from Pat CC because we caught up with him a couple weeks ago, and he made a video about like moving on from YouTube and stuff. And now he's spending nearly $2 million on a project that might actually flop.
At the peak of my YouTube success, I took out a $1 million loan to start a business that has a 99% chance of failing.
I would love to know the interest on how much he paid for that, by the way. $1 million loan? That's got, imagine the interest percentage, man. He probably had to pay back like 1.5. Oh, maybe that's why it's titled that video.
But I'm following my dreams, and I'm crazy enough to believe that I could be the 1% success story.
Also, who gave him $1 million, by the way? I'm not saying he makes bad content. He makes great video essays. But like, how are you going to go into like a loan company and be like, can I have $1 million? Okay. How do we know you're going to pay us back? I'm a YouTuber. Charles, get my checkbook.
So many people thought I was quitting YouTube, but I'm actually about to go harder.
I mean, he definitely framed that like he was going to quit YouTube. I get the clickbait though. I would have done the exact same thing. It's all part of the game.
Than ever. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about my exciting plans for the Pat CC channel, what I needed a $1 million loan in the first place for, how this new venture could end in a catastrophic failure, and how you can get involved. So while you're watching the video,
can you help me pay off my loan, please? That's how you can get involved. I've linked a GoFundMe down below.
If you have any questions about literally anything at all, you know I'm transparent. Ask away in the comments. The foundation for this new business venture was inspired by two main things.
Money.
One, the absolute show that is the music industry today. If you ever felt that music is stale or...
Music sucks. Genuinely. Yeah, one thing that you'll notice about like the current state of music now, watch any Genius Lyrics Explain video, and you'll notice that without the backing music and stuff and the producer and that, when it is just the artist singing the song, it is genuinely like a try not to cringe challenge 9 times out of 10. It's insane.
Or music isn't...
But it's also music, they own everything, right? It's like on YouTube, if you use like 3 seconds of like Ice Spice, imagine I was playing Darkwood, and then if on the radio Ice Spice comes on, they would claim the whole video because of that. They've got revenue sharing as a system now, but it's never revenue sharing. They just take like 90% instead of 100.
Artists just don't have that same depth or intrigue as what we grew up on. I think the primary reason...
I remember seeing this video once explaining that in the music industry now for pop music, they're not trying to make good songs. They're just trying to make songs where they hire a producer to make a really repetitive beat so it becomes like an earworm. Like, I don't think you guys understand as well how much TikTok dictates current music. Like Crystal Castles, right? They disbanded like well over 10 years ago. They're fully back now because everyone's listening to them and using them in TikTok mashups. The band isn't back, but like their music's popular again now.
Is because there aren't enough outlets focusing on new rising talent. Now I know that's a generalization, and I know I'm most...
What's that song? What's that song? It's called like I Wish You Were Never Really There or something. Dude, I hear this song rent free. Oh, this one as well. Hang on. This one, I can only play these for like a split second. But this one here, Void in Blue. Like, oh, this one has like the worst beat imaginable. I can't even play any of these. I got 2 Hollis, dude. I got 2 Hollis. Next is going to be Net Spend. And then, here it is. That song is everywhere on TikTok, man. It does go kind of hard though. It's funny because every 4 years there'll always be a song that gets in everyone's head and everyone uses it for their compilations. At the minute it's that, and then back in my day it was Resonance. That was the song. Oh, it's so nostalgic, man. Like you mix that up with like Death Grips or something, play Spyro the Dragon. Oh, cinema. Sorry, I'm an old man reminiscing.
Mostly focused on hip-hop and pop, so I can't really speak for other genres. But I think about platforms like XXL, which doesn't have the same impact as it used to. Lyrical Lemonade kind of moved on. No Jumper kind of moved on.
Dude, you know what I love about podcasts now? In like current year? They're just... I can't take podcasts seriously. They're just product placements. But yeah, podcasts are like just product placements now. Like you've got, I'm guessing that's protein powder. I have no idea what that is. You got some cereal that's probably sponsored as well. It's like whenever I see a podcast now, there's like 30 different product placements. I think the only one I can think of that doesn't have any product placement in it is that podcast that Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold do. And that's probably because they don't have any products yet. There'll be like a Gamer Subs Cup there soon, don't worry.
TikTok is oversaturated. 99% of Instagram pages are just recycling memes and posting about mainstream.
These are so terrible that I think I actually see more ironically made ones than the actual official accounts. Thank you, Brankston, for the 31. 31 months? Damn, man. Appreciate it.
And I'm not throwing shade at these people or these business owners. All this comes down to is money. They want to have a sustainable business, which I respect and understand. At the end of the day, working with upcoming artists is like buying a lottery ticket. You get less views because people don't know them, nor do they really care about them yet, and their music gets less streams, their shows get...
It can pay off so much though, man, working with a smaller artist. Not a lot of people know this. Okay, I'm gonna come across as really white right now, so just give me a minute. But Travis Scott would not be where he is today without Young Lean collabing with him. Because at the time, Lean was actually bigger than Travis. And Travis used that as a stepping stone to get into the mainstream. And the worst thing is, Travis went on tour and he had Lean frontline him. And people just had no idea who he was. He's like, who is this guy? Was he playing sad music? Was he playing Agony? Oh, that sucks. That's cringe. Where's the Fortnite man? Where's the Fortnite man? Like, that was awful, man.
Attendance, which just means less money overall. But there's something inside of me that I can't ignore that just grabs...
I'm going to go see Lean live in March. I've never seen him live. I'd love to. Dude, Blade was live in London, and apparently Echo made like a guest appearance. I actually just wish I could reincarnate and just... I cannot believe I missed out on that. That's a core memory that I've not allowed myself to have. Like, imagine how much I glazed these people and I've never seen them live.
Gravitates towards...
Is that a vape? Yeah, it's a vape. I've started vaping now.
New, unknown, upcoming talent. I guess I just love an underdog story. Or
why when I put anything in my mouth, you always assume it's a vape? Like, you see like a kid with a pacifier and you're like, oh, it's a vape. Why is he so young vaping?
I just deeply resonate with people who feel like they have something special, but the world doesn't see it yet. Like, I was that guy and I constantly feel like I'm that guy. And that brings me to the second foundational component of this business venture, which is a series I started on my channel in 2021 called Locked In. The concept was simple. I fly out an artist that I like to my...
I'm really sorry. I'm sure it's a good series, but that is a very poorly aged phrase to say.
City, book a recording studio for a couple of days.
That's what kids say, like when they're sweating on like the weather survival mod on Roblox.
We collaborate on a song, film the whole process, and release the song and the video at the same time. I use my platform and my subscribers to give exposure to upcoming artists. Now, I had a lot of experience making music at that point, but I had never been in a studio with a vocal performer executive producing a song in person. The very first episode was with Quay the artist, and by the end of that first session, my life changed. Quay and I basically became best friends.
He always wears huge shades, Patrick. Like any time I've seen him in a video that isn't like just in front of his camera, he's always wearing like ridiculously huge shades.
Immediately, and I couldn't believe that I was essentially being paid to make music and make friends. And as if it couldn't get any better, that song we made, which is called Girl of My Dreams, earned over 5 million streams on Spotify. Episode 2 was with Malik.
5 million streams? That's like $20 in revenue. That's insane.
That song did 1 million streams.
Spotify payout is actually comedically bad. I think it's actually on par with TikTok.
Episode 6 with Unoue. That song did over 1 million streams. Episode 8 with Jonah Zed. One of those songs did over...
Isn't that crazy though? Like the views per video on his channel, they're not insane. But then on the actual streams, it's millions.
Over 1 million streams. I successfully created the perfect series that promotes new and fresh talent while...
My Spotify is actually kind of washed though. My Spotify's washed. It's Blade, Echo, Death Grips, Young Lean, Thai Boy. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Crystal Castles? I don't know who that is. That's bad. Oh my god, that song GTR is actually so good though. I can't play any more of it. I wanna... Dude, I wish I had like as much money as XQC, because I watched a couple of his streams and he just opens up the stream playing whatever music he wants. He does not care about it being copyright claimed. But this is gonna be like a 7-hour stream. I play 3 seconds of Blade, and then his manager Emilio it don't work with him anymore. But like whoever's managing him will like claim all the revenue.
Still being fun and entertaining. The momentum I had was incredible, but there were some problems. Money problems. It's always the money.
Tyboy's goated. He actually had a child, you know that? He had a drain baby. Like, there's actually hope, boys. We can have a family. We can actually have a family one day.
And again, please don't mistake this for me complaining. I'm just being transparent, and I know there's a lot of you, even if you don't make music, that this money to dreams problem can resonate with you deeply. Firstly, the
commission your own music. No. I get really fixated on certain music, and it's like autistic where like I have to use it. I have to use it. If I don't use it, the video isn't complete. Because with Darkwood, I wanted to use Mac DeMarco's Chamber of Reflection, and when I found out we couldn't get the rights to it, it shattered me.
Beats, mixing and mastering, music videos, marketing, ads. I was hoping to make a decent amount of that money back with the YouTube ad revenue, but the first video with Quay did...
Using YouTube ad revenue is one of the worst things you can use to make money, genuinely. Like, okay, I don't know if any of you watch YouTubers that upload monthly. Like, I don't know, Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez. There's a couple others as well, Jarvis Johnson. They all make great videos. But you'll notice that every single one of their videos is sponsored. That's because the money that they would get paid from the sponsor is probably about 3 to 4 times higher than what they ever would have made through ad revenue on YouTube. YouTube ad revenue is not a reliable source of income. I know I sound really out of touch saying this, but it's just not, because it depends on the topic you're talking about. Like, there's always been like a rumor going around that like when you make videos about finance, even if it gets like no views, it will get like infinite more amounts of revenue because you get recommended more frequent advertisers. Another example is Minecraft. Minecraft was pumped full of ads because during lockdown all the advertisers realized that that's the content that's banging. I know that some of the people that were making Minecraft content were making millions of dollars a month in revenue, even though they weren't actually uploading that much. Thank you, Lockie, for the 11 months.
About 60,000 views in the first month, which was significantly less than the hundreds of thousands of views my other videos were getting. And from there, each video did less and less views. So the videos were not profitable on their own.
You got a Love Honey ad on this stream? Wait, is that honey? Like... ad honey? Coupon honey? Surely not.
Now, it is actually insane how many streams the songs were getting, considering how little views the videos got.
That's really
which just goes to show that the people who were watching the series absolutely...
YouTube would pay more, though, but obviously the views aren't there.
And I'm sorry that it disappeared on y'all, but thank you so much for the support on that series. To kind of compound that problem, music streaming actually pays less than YouTube, and you don't even see that money for about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, YouTube ad revenue is unreliable, but it's definitely the strongest source of income as opposed to doing the same thing on other social media apps. Like, there is no way that anyone is making more money off like TikTok than YouTube per views. It is literally impossible.
After the song releases. So I think I put out 6, 7, or 8 episodes before I even saw a dime from the first song that we put out. And on top of that, the money gets split amongst everyone.
Mr. Bass was asked where he expects Josh's story to end up, and he literally said he expects him to die, and then happily says he's happy to be a part of such a big story. And if that wasn't bad enough, Mr. Bass is also pushing Josh to try Galaxy Gas. Yeah, I saw that. Mr. Bass mentioned me as well. He keeps saying I'm this annoying guy that keeps making videos on him, and he said that I look like XQC. He can have that one, to be fair.
One that works on the song. Spotify pays out roughly $3,500 per 1 million streams, so when you start dividing that up amongst 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 or 8 people, it doesn't really make a huge dent.
That's terrible. Like, that's thousands of dollars. That's great, but you're expecting, like, just a random artist out of nowhere to instantly get 1 million... Imagine how long it takes some people to write these songs and stuff and like hire the recording studio and like how much time. Unless you're a complete, you know, unless you get like all the stars align and you get a banger, that's not a sustainable source of income. You're expecting to get 1 million views per song.
In my entire music career, I've probably generated a little over 30 million streams, and I have made $48,732.91. And that's over the course of 4 years. So that shakes out to be around $1,000 per month, which is actually considered pretty good if you ask most upcoming artists. However, it cost me over double that to pay.
I was about to say, I was waiting for the book, because that's a fair amount of money. That's really good. But then obviously just all the costs.
All the costs associated with making and releasing that music, not to mention the time investment. And this is just the reality of the music business. You are quite literally just in perpetual debt. Unless one of the songs goes viral, then you're able to make some money a little bit quicker. Plus, I didn't do this series to make money. I did it because it was fun, because I was passionate about it. So once I couldn't financially sustain it anymore, I just stopped. But as the years went by, I just missed it so much. Out of everything I've done in my YouTube career, Locked In is easily the thing I cherish the most. Out of all the millions of views and viral videos I've had, I hold Locked In this high regard. It is like my crown jewel. Those late night studio sessions usually led to deep conversations or hilarious banter. I was watching an old Locked In episode the other day, and my girlfriend walked by my room listening to the video playing through the speakers, and she was like, "Wow, I haven't heard you laugh like that in a long time." And if you were there and you watched those videos, you remember, we were just being goofy, we were being silly, we were just having the time of our lives. I always wanted to bring the series back. I miss making music, I miss collaborating with people, I miss making new friends, I miss helping out upcoming artists. So once I got my finances in order,
there's a small artist I'm going to collab with. His name's Kanye. He's kind of up and coming. No one's really heard of him.
I came up with the most over-the-top and risky plan. And it all starts in this building. 2 years ago, I took out a $1 million loan to purchase this property.
Dude, I'm really happy for him. But this looks like those abandoned hospitals that YouTubers explore for content.
And I will be
okay. This could be the back rooms.
Converting it into a professional...
Is that an abandoned building? Oh, I'm going insane.
Recording studio / creative collective. In this building, you'll be able to record music, shoot a music video, record a podcast, make content, pretty much do anything to lay down the foundation for your creative career. And on top of that, I'm building an in-house marketing team that specializes in ad campaigns and content creation, and I will be providing those services to you. If you're interested, stick around till the end of the video. So if you're an artist, producer, beat maker, singer, songwriter, engineer, photographer, videographer, graphic designer, clothing designer, a creative of any kind, you can now come and work with me here at Ivy in Oklahoma City. But if you can't make it to OKC, don't worry, stick around because I do have a plan to work with you online. I'm also gonna be filming my Pat CC content in here as well. We're bringing back Locked In, bringing back Aux Wars, definitely gonna do some sort of Song Wars type of thing, and hopefully collabs with bigger artists and streamers, but I'm mostly gonna stay focused on upcoming talent. Now I'm gonna do a full tour of the building, telling the entire story behind that project in my next video. But you might think that it's weird how I basically described that none of my music was making money and the YouTube series associated with that wasn't making money, and here I am trying to turn it into a business.
I mean, he does get a good income, I think. Yeah, I mean, look at this though. The views here are great. That's a 17-minute video with 1 million views. I don't know how much that'd be. Probably about I don't know, under 10K. That'd be about $6,000-$7,000, I think. And for how frequently he uploads, that's pretty good. This is definitely his... Yeah, these views are great. And because the videos are long as well. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that one. That's 2 hours. That would have made insane money. That's why everyone makes videos so long, because like an 8-minute video has nowhere near the payout of like an hour-long video. Yeah, this would 100% be his main... I like how it needs something to watch while you eat. Like, just the self-awareness. I mean, to be fair, I respect it. It's like Darkwood. No one watched that in one sitting. And if you did, like, you're an actual trooper.
And to be honest, what I'm doing here is extremely risky. After it's all said and done, I'm probably going to be about one... I can't even believe I'm saying it. After it's all said and done, I'm probably going to be in debt about $1.5 million. But I want this to be an inspiration for all of you out there. No matter how much money you end up making in your lifetime, you will still have to do some deep soul searching to find out what makes you happy. If you had $100 million in the bank today, after you bought the house and the car and the yacht and helped out your family and traveled and did all of that, what would you do?
I've done everything. If you got the best house in the world and then you traveled and you bought the yacht, what would you do? Nothing, bro. Nothing. I'd do nothing. I'd be happy. I love this. It's not a cope because it is kind of true, but like it is kind of true that when you have everything, you do get very depressed. I remember like can I tell this story? Yeah, I probably can. So Max Mofo, right? He got married to his wife, Kat. Kat is a really sweet woman. I love her. Like, she's so nice. She used to work as an air stewardess. And what they do is when you work as an air stewardess, they tier you, right? So you start off in economy, then you go business, then you go first. And the price jump between like business and first is insane. So let's say a ticket in economy is $1,000. In business, it'd be about $4,000. But then if you want to go to first class, it would probably be about $15,000. The jump is incredible. Like there is no way it's worth it. Business class, you get a bed. That's all you'd need, right? Genuinely. And that's such a lucky privilege to have in the first place. First class is just a complete waste. That there is no point in doing that. But she told me that like the people in first class that she took care of when she reached that status, they were always like multi-billionaires. And she'd always tell me like they always just came across as like really sad and like really lonely because they had all this money and stuff, but they've kind of like done everything in the world. That's why you get like so many celebrities, like child celebrities and stuff, that get famous or they get rich really young, and then they just crash out because they kind of climb to the top of the ladder, and it breaks the flow, right? Because you're meant to like slowly attain more stuff as you get older or get into a certain rhythm. But if you're fed everything at the start of your life, where'd you go from there? But I think, like, you know, I think one thing that's really important to do is just always have hobbies and stuff like that, definitely. Always. Because you can't make your work, like, everything. Like, dude, I'll be honest, I've had, like, a couple days. I had a couple days off when I was ill. I went out, like, I started running again. I booted up Resident Evil 4, and I played the entire game on hardcore. I actually finished it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm actually enjoying video games again. This is sick. It's crazy. It's always important to have hobbies, definitely, no matter what they are. And if anyone says that playing video games isn't a hobby, tell them to shut up. That sucks. You don't have to get up at 4 in the morning and do a 5K every day.
What would your life be? Would it just be perpetual shopping and spending money?
Oh, you don't live your life like David Goggins, bro. Who's going to carry the boats?
Would you go to bed thinking about spending money?
Remake or the OG? The remake. The remake. I played through the OG. I beat the OG on, like, professional.
Would you wake up and be excited about spending money? What would give your life purpose?
We're all in VC on Discord playing Marvel Rivals instead of watching your stream. Yeah, can you install the Venom mod? That'd be really funny.
Purpose. I asked myself those questions and I said, if I had $100 million, I would probably want to open up a studio and make music and make YouTube videos, locked in and make friends. And that's how I knew I was...
No, it wasn't a commission. It wasn't a commission. It was work. No, I'm not even doing a bit, genuinely.
It's on the right path. I'm going for a dream here. It's going to be hard to make...
I do hate that Share X sound, man, though. It sounds so sus. Like, there's no way you can play it off.
Money. I already know that. But I could not live with myself if I did not take the risk. Plus, it's not like it's impossible. Who knows? Maybe we start cranking out hits. Maybe Ivy starts producing the next...
Why are we all saying work in quotation marks? Are you guys in a chat organizing this? Are you guys all like in a server organizing this chat, by the way? Are there bots here? How did you all say the same thing?
Post Malone or Morgan Wallen or Dua Lipa. Then money won't be an issue.
Whoa, Vicky, Little Tay.
Now we have 5 months until the studio opens.
Little Tay came back, right? Like she's became like a bit of a public speaker now, I've noticed.
But I want to get started right now on the music front. If you're an artist and you want to be a part of the Ivy Collective, you can apply at ivy-collective.com. You can submit your music there. It does not matter what genre you make at all, so don't be scared if you're not a rapper or hip-hop artist or a pop artist. Like, I don't care if you make country or jazz or whatever. Send everything. Please, I like variety. Send it all. I'm looking for the hardest...
This sucks. It's a self-promotion video. It's a bit of a shill, but I get where he's coming from because he's trying to obviously start his own brand. And actually, you know, trying to expand into other things. And that's what happens a lot with YouTubers.